What to do if you're being illegally locked out by your landlord. You come home and your key doesn't work. Or maybe your landlord changed the locks, shut off the utilities, or is refusing to let you back into your apartment. Can they do that? The short answer is no, not legally. And here's what you can do about it. This video is for general informational purposes only and not legal advice. Laws vary by state and city, and your individual situation matters. If you're facing an illegal lockout or other legal problem, consult a local attorney or tenant advocacy group. Hi, I'm Niki. I'm an attorney with over 10 years experience practicing real estate law in New York City. And on this channel, I break down everyday legal issues to help you protect your rights. Today, we're covering what to do if you're being illegally locked out of your rental unit by your landlord. An illegal lockout is when your landlord tries to force you out of your apartment without going through the legal eviction process. That can include changing the locks, removing your belongings, shutting off heat, water, or electricity, blocking access to the unit, threatening or intimidating you into leaving. Even if you're behind on rent or your lease is over, the landlord cannot take matters into their own hands. They must go to court. First things first, check your lease to make sure your tenancy hasn't lawfully ended. If you're still within the lease term, or even on a month-to-month basis, you generally still have legal possession. That means you can't just be locked out. As a tenant, you have the right to peaceful possession of your rental unit. You have the right to be free from self-help eviction. You have the right to receive proper notice and due process if the landlord wants you to leave. In most states, landlords must file a formal eviction action in court. A judge has to issue a ruling, and then, if you lose, only a law enforcement officer can carry out the eviction. Not the landlord, not the super, not a locksmith. If you believe you've been locked out illegally, document everything. Take photos or videos of the locked door, any signs posted, or utilities that are shut off. Try to put all communication in email or text message, even save voicemails. Call the police. Explain that you're a legal tenant and your landlord has locked you out illegally. Some jurisdictions allow police to help you regain entry. Contact a local tenant organization or legal aid office. They may be able to provide emergency help or even contact the landlord on your behalf. Don't break in, even if it feels justified. You could end up facing legal trouble yourself, even though you're in the right. In many places, tenants who are illegally locked out have many options. You can file for emergency relief in housing court to get back into the apartment, sue the landlord for damages, sometimes including statutory penalties, emotional distresses, or hotel expenses. And in some jurisdictions, courts can even award you triple damages for an unlawful eviction. Check your local tenant protection laws. Many cities have strong penalties for landlords who attempt to bypass the court system. To protect yourself going forward, keep a written record of rent payments, lease terms, and all communications, however made. Report landlords who engage in harassment or intimidation. Consider adding a clause to your lease that reinforces your right to notice and due process, especially in smaller or informal rental arrangements. Every state has different procedures and penalties for illegal lockouts. For example, New York and California both prohibit self-help evictions, which is another word for illegal lockout, but how you restore possession and what damages you can collect varies. Always check your local rules. If your landlord tries to kick you out without a court order, it's not just wrong, it's illegal. You have rights and you don't have to face it alone. If this video helped, give it a like, subscribe, and leave a comment below with your questions or experiences.